and welcome to my shop. Today, well, I want to show you a project, actually a project I turned on a lathe, but before I start, some of you might have noticed that sign over here, and well, every sign might have a second side on it, and well, this is a very special sign for me. It had been sent by Christopher Fisher, you might know him as the Blind Turner, to me a while ago, and I really love this because the second side of this sign says friend, and this is my motivation to go on and to go down here and do all my work because of all my friends out there. And whenever I do some turning, I turn this sign around, or when I move inside my shop, I take it with me just to have the motivation and that I know that you are out there watching my stuff, and I hope I'll be the friend for you like to see. Okay, this week's project is one of the things which had been made possible by the donations to my channel and by the people sending me stuff. So I'll be using some of that stuff which you, my friends, send to me here, and I use for the project, I'm using this insert for a tiki torch, which had been sent by Sebastian and Helena to me, and as well as a square blank 12 by 12 centimeters and I think 5 centimeters thick, also by Sebastian and Helena. And I'm using an awesome turning blank from out of Sapele, which I got from Christopher Fisher as well. And last but not least, I think this project is blessed by Father Thomas. You know him from Monkworks, and Father Thomas sent me these two diamond sharpening cards, and without them I think my tools would have been dull during the process, and they really work great. And thank you, Father Thomas, your blessings arrived here, and this is an awesome gift for my shop. Okay, before I go ahead and talk about the project, I have to thank all the people, all my friends who send me donations via PayPal, and this was really, really a needed thing for me to get on and do things here, buy some small items, and well, just feel a little relief on myself. The pressure is gone, so I'll get a lot more inspirational ideas than I had before the time. I can, well, not trust on that money, but before I had that to spend. And last but not least, all the ones who send me some stuff like wood or well, accessories for wood turning, and all your comments. I really love the comments on my videos, as I in my state need the input I'll get from you, and I really appreciate that, and I'm really happy. So without further ado, I go ahead and start on describing my project. And as for Christopher Fisher, I'll do it more the way I talk a lot more than usually, because well, it's hard to visualize something to somebody who is without vision. Okay, so what as Brendan challenged Carl to make a winged Teelight Candle Holder, I thought, okay, I might go into that, but rather than, well, I love turning Teelight candle holders because they are more or less simple, easy, and fast to do. But as I got this awesome present from Sebastian and Helena, I thought about a Winged Tabletop Tiki Torch. And this is what I came up with. This is my Winged Tabletop Tiki Torch, and it is, well, it looks kind of bulky in the end, but there are a couple of reasons why I choose this combination. Well, the top is the cherry blank I got from Sebastian and Helena, and this had been a square turning blank, and I managed to turn a wing onto the body. Well, the body looks like it captured this wing, and as the ends of the wings are pointing upwards, it looks like these wings carry the whole piece and try to lift it up from the table. I use the very dark Sapele as a base to have a visual heavy part of that piece, which actually tries to drag it down onto the table and to keep it on the table. This is also the concept I try to follow on every of my, well, more fancy Teelight candle holders, as I try to get a little weight, at least an optical weight. The overall thick and bulky shape I'm just talking about is the reason for that is I wanted to have this particular piece very heavy on itself due to safety reasons. You can imagine if you have a light fire, which is this inside the tiki torch. If you've got a fire here with a liquid supporting the fire, and this tips over on a table, well, this will be more than a mess. So I wanted to have it heavy, and I wanted to have a very large footprint on that one. So the overall shape is, well, I don't know whether I'm that good in English, but it's an overall V shape on the outside, and it rests on a ring. Well, actually the ring here is hollowed out as well, so it is actually a kind of a ring, although it's one piece of Sapele. Okay, so without further ado, and I hope this helped a lot to visualize this thing for you, my friend Christopher, I go ahead and you just follow me along and join me on my journey how I made this Winged Tabletop Tiki Torch. T-T-T-T.
After I mounted the square blank to the glue block, I started by truing up the face using my bowl gouge. Now I'm drilling a hole slightly shallower than the base of the mushroom-shaped insert of the Tiki Torch I'm using. Now the fun part starts. With the help of my small bowl gouge and some scrapers, I make the hole where the insert is seated in. In the end, I'm using my skew chisel to scrape a very sharp corner for the recess of the top of the insert. Using my bowl gouge, I start cutting away the upper parts of the wings, and I do straight cuts, and this straight cut ends into a nice curve in the end.
This is the way how I, position the tool. Actually the bevel, this bevel here, is pointing the direction I want to cut to, and the flute here is almost closed, not that open. So I end up riding the bevel all the way down to the final place where the cut is near the rim of the actual bowl, so I don't get a catch on that one. I have to be very careful not to get a catch on here, otherwise it will turn into the wood, because I can't hold that. Nobody can.
I'm doing the top part of the wings now, and the upper part of the bowl. The bowl in the end is kind of a cone shape the other way round, so the far end where the insert seats on is wider than the point where the bowl meets the wings.
No, I think this looks pretty nice. These are real sharp corners here. Do a little more scraping on here. And then I might call this the wings finish.
finish the bottom of the winged part, I place the tool rest parallel to the top part of the wing, and this way I could guide my bowl gouge along the tool rest in order to get a nice and even curve on. Now that the winged part and the bottom of that are perfect, I can go ahead and do the base out of the Sapele. I glue this beautiful piece of Sapele, 2 inches thick and 4 inches in diameter, to the glue block and start by chewing up all the faces. Now that the piece is running true, I take the top part, the already turned top part, and transfer the diameter of the later glue face to the Sapele block, and try to imagine the shape of the Sapele block in the end. With my bowl gouges and some scrapers, I matched the Sapele blank to the already existing top of the Tiki Torch. The overall lathe speed at this stage is at about 1200 rounds per minute. Now that everything looks quite nice, it's time for the glue up. For the glue up, I mounted the top back with its jam chuck. Well, the top has never been out of the jam chuck up to now, and applied some glue. With my tailstock, I had been able to apply enough clamping pressure, so after the glue dried, after about 4 or 5 hours, and the glue had been dried, I had been able to start shaping on the final shape of the tabletop Tiki Torch. With the tailstock supporting the piece, I mainly use scrapers to make a smooth transition and get a decent surface for sanding. The main problem for me with my lathe had been the, well, too long tool rest. I think I have to make one in the future a little shorter to make pieces like this, rather than just dishing out the base for a better seat on the table. I started hollowing out the lower third part of the Sapele block in order to give it a more professional look. After sanding down to 600, I use the, well, my normal finish on it, and this is 2 coats of sanding sealer and 2 coats of wax, and in the end I buff it out using my brush, as the brush is also capable of brushing on the wings without hurting it.
Thank you for staying with me as I made this beautiful tabletop tiki torch, and I really love, I really like to encourage you to leave a thumbs up if you like the video, leave a thumbs down if you don't, and please comment and share, comment on my video and share the project with all the others. For the next week, well, actually I don't know yet what I should do up to the next week. I've got a couple of requests. A friend of mine requested a foldable side table and a fold down countertop, and addition for her kitchen cabinet. But I don't know where to start. Maybe I'll have a turning video on, or I'll do one of these projects. But nevertheless, I hope to get back to my regular schedule of getting a video online on Thursdays. Well, today, this week it had been a little bit complicated, as all this coming up to me, and I have to sort things out, and well, there is some things to do, and I really again want to say thank you to all my friends who support me by donating or sending me some stuff. If you like to donate to my channel or send me some stuff, head over to my website, the link is down there in the description, and you'll see how you get the chance of, well, either donating via PayPal or my address for sending me some stuff. Please leave me a note before you send off some stuff, because sometimes I've got some issues with the postman delivering packages and all of that, and it is also nice to coordinate what I've got. Okay, thank you very much. I put up some pictures now here at the end, and I think and I hope I'll see you next week with another new project. So this is with greetings from good old Germany, your Peter Freitag. Thank God it's Friday.